Very good afternoon, students. I hope all of you are fine and doing good. You can see my screen, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes.
Okay,
Yes, sir.
thank you so much. Okay, so today we will talk about how to approach a company directly for a job. Okay, generally what happens now like when you're a fresher. Okay, at that time you can get help of your placement officer or the person or through other person or through references, or you can take help of some of the consultants, consultants to get a job in the company or corporates. Okay, but what if I talk that how you can approach a company directly for a job? Okay, what are the ways that you can directly talk to the company? You can share your resume, you can share your talk, or you can share your application to the company directly, and you can get a call also from there. Okay, it becomes very easy to do. Okay, and many times it is preferred by the employers also. Sometimes, not sometimes, but almost all the times, that if they can get the applications directly on their website, either through career portal or through the some of the job portals, be it naukri.com, sign.com. Okay, and be it any other portal, say for times job. Now there are so many number of portals through what a candidate can get a job. Okay, so this is that. Now let's proceed ahead with the same. Sometimes called the speculative approach. What is it called? It's called a speculative approach. Okay, this involves proactive making contact with the companies to offer your services. Okay, what is it? It involves proactively making contact with the companies. What does it involve? Making contact with the companies. There is someone on unmute mode. Kindly mute yourself. NK. Okay. So approaching company again and again. Okay. So you can, what you can do is you should try not to call the company. Okay. But what you can do is you can share your application through email to the company HR, or you can share your your application. Okay. Through the career portal of the company, through the some of the other links also. You can share your resume or the application through LinkedIn and some other social platforms. So the success of this approach depends upon the following factors. On what does the success of approaching company directly depends on? Like targeting the companies that are likely to require someone with your specific skills and expertise. Okay, what you should do is you should target only those companies who would be in need of you kind of people, or the people of skill sets what you do have. Okay, say for example, if you are a production engineer in any mechanical company or mechanical firm, or if you are a mechanical engineer. Okay, at the same time, if you apply or if you share your CV or if you share your application with the companies who are into manufacturing domain. Okay, definitely they would consider your application for some of the job openings over there. But what if you apply to any company, you are a mechanical engineer and you send your application to a software firm? Okay, or a software company or IT company? Okay, it would be quite weird. Okay, it would be quite weird if you do so. So what you should do is you should share your resume or the application to those kind of companies only who would be in need of you kind of people. Okay, at the same time, what happens, there are so many other domains also that kind of people are required in almost all the companies. Say for example, accounts executive is required in all the firms. Okay, HR executive is required in all the firms. Okay, a marketing executive is almost required in all the firms. Okay, because they have to sell out the product, and either a company is service based or product based, definitely they need to sell out their products. Okay, then it comes to next, writing a persuasive letter. What you need to do is you need to write a persuasive letter and CV that matches a particular need they have at that time. Okay, every time you should try before you should try to manipulate, or you should try to update your resume according to the job profile you are applying for. Okay, sometimes, say for example, you are an HR only. Okay, what happens in HR, there are so many domains. If you are applying for a recruiter profile, in that case you should try to manipulate, or you should try to update your resume as per the requirement of a recruiter job, as per the requirement or as per the skill sets required for a recruiter profile. If you are applying for generalist profile in HR, then you should try to mention, or you should try to update your resume accordingly. And in same happens in the case of, say for example, data science engineer. Okay, if you are applying for a data science in any company, there is much use of like DBMS, RDBMS. Sometimes there is much use of R, Python, uh, and different other technologies also, what I'm not aware about because I'm not a technical guy. Okay, so you should try to manipulate your resume, you should try to update your resume as per the requirement of the company. Now you would say, sir, how we will come to know that what exactly company is looking for? Okay, if you need to come to know about it, then what you can do is you can go through the web JD or the job description what company has shared. Okay, definitely if a company is looking for a candidate is, or is looking for some peoples, then definitely they will share a JD at either at their website, either on the Naukri portals, or on the other media social platforms like, say it, LinkedIn. Okay, so you can go through the JD over there, and according to JD you can make some changes to your resume. Okay, so writing a persuasive letter and CV that matches a particular need at that time. So you should try to manipulate these things or update resume and your cover letter. Okay. Next is understanding the employer's need. What you should do next is you should understand the need of the employer, that what exactly they are looking for, and being flexible enough to think on the spot about how you can help to meet those challenges. Okay, what you can do is, now at the time at this in this point is trying to say that you should understand what exactly the employer is looking for in a candidate. What are the challenges, or what are the problems, or what kind of people our employer is looking for. You should try to manipulate, or you should try to think that how you can give a solution to those problems, or how you can fit into the role for what they are looking for. Okay, this is in this way. Next it comes, ideally having a contact whose name you can use as an introduction into the company. Next, what you should do, you should have a reference in the company. Okay, now how to decide which company to approach. Now it is also very critical and important that how you can decide that to which company to approach and not. How do you decide which company to target? Okay, other people may have good suggestions, so use your connections. What you can do, you can use your connections. You connections, I'm talking about social connections, be it the probably LinkedIn connections I'm talking about. Choose companies where they could genuinely do with your skills. Okay, where your skills can be used. Okay, you should choose such companies. Example, an underperforming company that need your business development expertise. Okay, if there is a company who's not performing good nowadays, obviously now era has gone when if you produce something that can be sold out. Okay, there was a era if you produce something that can be sold out, but nowadays what is there? Okay, that if you can sell out something, then definitely you can get it. Okay, next comes to companies selling similar product or service, or in an associated industry. What are to approach to the company selling similar product or services or an associated industry. Next is comes suppliers, customers, or partner of your current or previous employer. Whom you can approach? You can approach suppliers, customers, or partners of your current or previous employers. Okay, those which have recruited colleagues or bosses from your organization. If there is any company who have recruited either your colleagues or your bosses from your current organization, you can approach those companies also, because definitely they will be looking for you kind of people again. Or maybe some of other people would have been shifted to some other place or have left the job there. That's why there could be any kind of vacancy that also related to your domain. Okay, next it comes, scan the local and trade press for company news. What you can do is you can scan the local and trade press for a company news, such as new contracts, what new contracts won, relocations, consolidations, and senior management changes, that who is being changed on the senior management. If sometimes what happens, that if the person on the senior management is being changed, for example, company's MD is being changed or director is being changed, okay, in that case, it can help you out a lot. It can help you out a lot that you may be, you may be known to that person who's coming new in the company. And definitely if someone new will come who's known to you, he can definitely help you out to get that job. Okay. Now next is comes how to approach a company directly. What directly you want to work. If you want to work in a company, then how you can directly approach that company. Okay. For that, ideally use the name of someone known to the company to effect an introduction. What you should do, you should use name of someone whom you know in the company. You can give reference of someone while writing an email or sharing your application through the career portal of the company or through some other portals. Next it comes either ring or write to manager who would be responsible for hiring you. What you can do is you can either call or you can write an email or you can write a text message to the person who is hiring, who is responsible to hiring you. It's talking about not to contact the HR department, setting out why you would be an asset to their company and asking for a meeting. Okay, what you can do is you can give a call or you can text, you can drop a text message or an email to the hiring manager, and you can let him know that how you can be a good asset to that company. Okay, and you can ask him probably for a meeting also, that yeah, I want to meet you in person and I can help you out in these and these things. I'm having this kind of skill sets that can be helpful for you. Next, this comes if you are sending a covering letter or cover letter, then include 5 key bullets points. Ideally, it is good that if you keep 5 to 6, key bullets over there, so that it can let the company people know each and everything about your skill sets and your experience also. Okay, what it can do, your cover letter can have knowledge about or can have all the details about your employment, previous employment, your key skill sets. Okay, your key skill sets and the years of experience you do have. Okay, so use your research on the company to show your understanding of their market. What you should do is you should research about the company. Okay, and the covering letter alone should be sufficiently interesting to grab their attention. What it should be, it should be interesting enough to grab the attention of the recruiting manager. Next comes to always follow up a letter or email by ringing to manager whom it was addressed. What you should do is you should take a follow up from the recruiting manager. Prepare your telephone sales pitch in advance. What you should do is you should prepare your telephone advance pitch in advance so that you appear focused, clued up on their company, business like and helpful. Ask for a meeting to discuss this further. Okay. At the meeting, ask questions and listen carefully so that you can focus on the ways in which you can help them to meet their specific organizational changes. Okay. Next is focus on how you can increase profits. What you should do is you can focus on that how you can increase profits, reduce costs, develop business, innovate, and that how you can impact on the bottom line. Next is how you can impact on the bottom line. And at the meeting, follow up by email or telephone and thank to them for their time and flesh out any potential ideas or proposal. What you can do is you can flesh out any potential idea or proposal later on also, and keep in contact because it may be that sheets you have shown at this meeting don't come to fruition until much later. Okay, what it can be, you did whole process. Okay, you shared your CV with the company HR, you talked to him, you had a meeting also, you had it, you took a follow-up also, but maybe it did not brought any kind of fruits or it did not brought any kind of results. In that case also, you should not leave the company untouched, or you should not leave the contact with the company, because it can help you out to and later on it can help you out to get the job later on, if not now. Okay, advantages of approaching for a job directly. If you are approaching for a job directly, then what would be the advantages of it? Okay, however, the advantages of this approach are there is far less or even no competition from other candidates. If you approach any company in this way, then generally there used to be no competition, because If any company will, share their hirings on some platforms, be it, Naukri.com or other platforms, then definitely there will come n number of applications. But if in case you share your CV or you share your application directly with the company, maybe at that time there is not any requirement or there is not any need in the company for, the kind of people you are applying. Okay, in that case, what happens if in future there comes any kind of requirement? Okay, then definitely they will consider your resume first, because they know that that person's resume is lying with us, so you can apply. Okay, and next is, there is far less or even no competition. One, next is, you are cheap to hire, as no advertising or agency fees are involved. If you will apply directly to any company, definitely it will be very cheap to company to hire you, because if a company to hire someone either through a consultant, okay, or third party consultant, or through some of the, agency, that is Naukri.com or job portals, or some other parties, then definitely that cost to the company. And if you will directly apply and the company will directly consider your CV, in that case it will reduce cost for the company. And, result of that, or in result of that, company would help you out to give you more salaries. Okay, it can help you out to give you more salaries. Guys, hold for a minute. I'm just coming back. Okay, give me a second. Just give me a second, I'm coming back. So where there is not a defined vacancy, there is a possibility to shape a role in line with that they need and what you are looking for. Okay, next, what are the disadvantages? You may have gone through it. Okay, you may need to make many approaches to company before getting a meeting, and then several meeting before a job offer materializes. Okay, this is one of the disadvantage, because it takes so much of your time, and it requires the confidence and ability to think on the spot at the meetings in order to shape a proposal that will be interest to them. Okay, what it requires at the time of you're going to, approach any company when there a company is not in need of employee. In that case, if you wish to make a vacancy in any company, then definitely you need to come out with a some new proposal. And for that you need to, try to, or you have to, brought something such a way, or you have to present something such a way in your proposal that it do suits to the company, and it should look that it will help a lot to the company to move ahead. And it can take several months of discussions and negotiation before a firm job offer is made. This is also one of the disadvantages. And for summary, we can say, uh, try to get an introduction. What you should do, try to get an introduction. Next, tailor your approach to each company. Tailor means you should try to share different kind of, applications, or different kind of approach to each company. Okay, next is rehearse your telephone sales pitch, so that you can have a confidence in it, you can present it in a better way. Next is be prepared to think on your feet. So prepare to think on your feet, so that you can present that idea to the company that would be in favor of them. Demonstrate how you can be an asset to the company. Next is, you should demonstrate that you can be asset, good asset to the company. Then only you will be able to find a job in any company. With this, I'll say thanks to all of you. That's it for today. If you have some of your queries, you can ask me now. Do you have some queries, guys? Or if you don't have any query, you can